Super weather.
Good Friday morning. I'm meteorologist Brooke Martell. A little bit cooler for the weekend ahead. Daytime highs trending right around or just slightly below their seasonal norms. I'll show you details on that in just a moment, but it will be windy over the desert region. We actually have a wind advisory that will be in place tonight through the end of your weekend. And we're still looking at some breezy conditions over the mountain communities, although they're not covered in that advisory. Warmer conditions next week in comparison to what we have on tap for the weekend ahead. So here's a look at the next hour right around 5 a.m. as people are getting their morning started. You can see not too bad, low 60s along the coast. Better or closer to those 50s, I should say, over the inland valley, some 40s and 50s over the mountains, low 70s over the desert region. If you are heading to the coastline for today, taking a look at La Jolla, you can see going into your morning, 8 o'clock, mid 60s, again, really comfortable conditions. And then that afternoon clearing, even late morning clearing for us, chances for sunshine. We still have that high rip current risk, so please be careful. If you plan on getting in the water, make sure you're checking in with a lifeguard or just checking on the conditions before you head to the coastline. You can see wave heights from 3 to 5 feet. Water temperature today from the low 60s. Over your inland valley communities, take a look at this. Mid 60s by 9 o'clock, upper 70s though in sunny by noon. So again, really nice afternoon on tap. Here's a look at the area forecast for you as you're planning your Friday. 60s and 70s again up and down the coastline, mid 70s to about the mid 80s over the inland valleys. A lot of these temperatures actually look very similar to what we had yesterday. Same thing goes for your mountain communities, upper 70s to about those mid 80s. But for the desert region, starting to trend a little bit cooler in comparison to what we had going on yesterday. That extreme heat warning has since expired. We still have some of those areas close to the triple digits. And here's a look at Saturday, so the departure from normal. You can see here some areas trending about 5 to 7 degrees below their seasonal norm. This goes from the coast to the near coastal communities to the inland valley communities. So again, if you've been wanting just slightly cooler temperatures, that's what we have on tap for the weekend ahead. And taking a look at that wind advisory again going into effect at 5 o'clock tonight just for the desert region. This will last until Sunday morning at 11. And we're looking at those westerly winds for this portion of the county to range from about 20 to 30 miles per hour. And then those wind gusts actually pretty strong, 55 miles per hour is what we could experience there. And here is a look at what we have on tap as we go into late this morning. So we could still see some of that cloud cover up and down the coastline, but check out the wind speeds, not just over the desert region, but for the mountains as well. They'll start to pick up as we head into this afternoon. So breezy, even gusty at times over the higher elevations, but definitely gusty there over the desert region and continuing to strengthen as we head into tonight, even those overnight hours. In comparison, along the coastline, we'll see the return of that marine layer and the possibility of some mist and drizzle early tomorrow morning for us. And here is a look at that 10-day forecast. So you could see here for the coastline, we're right around those upper 60s by Sunday for that max daytime high. We're looking at some low to mid 70s by that point for the inland valley communities. As we get into Monday, Tuesday, things stay pretty consistent. It's by about midweek and the end of next week where those temperatures start to build up a little bit. Looks like we'll be slightly warmer as we head into next weekend, maybe by about 10 degrees for those valleys. Mountain communities, we're looking at some mid 60s to the low 70s this weekend. And again, for the desert region, windy as we get into this evening, Saturday, definitely Sunday morning too. By about Wednesday, those temperatures start to build closer to those upper 90s. We're looking at some triple digit heat as we get into the next week, the end of next week for the desert region. Have a great day.
Don't forget your umbrella.